Hello, it's Kesha. Welcome and welcome back. We are on, I believe, the 9th prosperity commandment out of Prosperity's 10 commandments. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in while we close our eyes and just center down. And just shake off the busyness of the day and the week, since it's Friday. And just becoming present in this moment of time and space, being more present in our bodies with each deep breath. Letting each exhale remove all cares and concerns. And each inhale, breathing in our power and our awareness. And now see a column of bright white light coming down over you. Breathe that in. Revel in its familiarity. Notice how it at once quickens the body and calms and quiets the mind. Feel it awakening our heart, expanding our minds. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes. Okay. So, oh wait. Are we on the 9th commandment? No, I think we're finishing up the 8th. Yes, we're going to finish up the 8th. Nature offers us a most striking lesson on this subject. This is the subject of getting something for nothing. Many abandoned farms tell the sad story of an acreage ruthlessly robbed of its values. The barren soil has been so continually cultivated that it can no longer yield a crop. Heavy rains have washed away valuable topsoil because nothing has been done to prevent it. There is no timber in the land because the trees have been cut down for various purposes, and none have ever been planted in their place. Kind of sounded like the Lorax here, isn't it? Such farms need never have been reduced to a state as this if their owners had understood that they could not expect to get something for nothing. The soil should have been given proper resting periods. Cover crops should have been put in and plowed under to enrich the soil that had given so freely of its rich values to previous crops. Trees should have been planted when old ones were cut down. The valuable topsoil should have been protected. If all these things had been wisely done, many of these deserted farms would have continued supporting their owners indefinitely. In the realm of natural law, as in the realm of mind, we find constant proof of the need to keep a balance between giving and receiving. Balanced compensation is a necessary part of the foundation of permanent prosperity. Let me just read that again. Balanced compensation is a necessary part of the foundation of permanent prosperity, just as it is consistency in tithing. The justice of this divine law is self-evident. The wise man never seeks to evade it. He knows that life itself is a gift of God and takes care that he uses it in a way becoming to its inherent nature and becomes far more concerned with giving than with getting. Well, that kind of disproves her point, because things should be in equal balance. So I don't want to hear this, God loves a cheerful giver, as if it's better to give than to receive. No. In order for there to be a giver, there has to be a receiver. There has to be balance on both sides. And just as it might feel good to give, it also feels good to receive. That's why it's important when someone gives you a compliment that you don't just, oh no, this old thing, or oh, really, I thought I looked horrible today, I feel like shit. No, when someone gives you a compliment, take that compliment. Say thank you. and keep it moving, right? Doesn't mean you have to give a compliment back. You can acknowledge having received something and accept it. That is your gift to the giver, right? There can be no, we all can't be givers if there's no one that's a receiver, and we're not better for being the giver as opposed to being the receiver. I think that's one thing that makes it hard for us to ask for help at sometimes, thinking that, especially those of us who give constantly and consistently, it's hard to ask for help and to receive help when it's offered. But if you don't receive, then you are unbalancing the equation, right? And you're not giving someone else the opportunity to be a giver. So giving and receiving is, in order for it to work, it has to be an equal balance. One not better than the other. So, let's not keep repeating Paul's words. Besides, they're taken out. Oftentimes, they're taken out of context because people don't actually read the context. They just read, half the sentence and then keep going. But that's not what we do. Not over here. No. He places his neighbor's interest before his own because he has evolved spiritually to the point where he no longer has any inclination to trick, cheat, or steal. Okay. Emerson sums up man's spiritual progress along this particular line as follows. Every man takes care that his neighbor shall not cheat him, but a day comes when he begins to care that he does not cheat his neighbor. Then all goes well. He has changed his market cart into a chariot of the sun. He has learned to obey prosperity's 8th commandment. Thou shalt not seek something for nothing. All right. I think that does bring us to the end of the 8th commandment. I still find myself in a little bit of contention. I kind of get the feeling that once we finish reading this, I'll be ready to release it and put it in the pile to be shared with another. So, and that's good because I can't hoard all the books. The Lord, I have tried, but yeah, she's given us some food for thought, and she has some very good points. And it's okay to disagree with an author because it shows interaction with the material, and in our case, another and maybe higher understanding, because keep in mind this was written, in the 50s? Yeah, copyright 1944. So it makes sense that we will have grown in consciousness at least just a bit. All right, when we come back next time, we will be looking at prosperity's 9th commandment, one step closer to the end. All right, my loves, it's been real, it's been fun, it's been real fun. We'll see you next week. Bye.